With the 136th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Cordell Volson, guard, North Dakota State.
Cordell Volson is officially NFL bound. After helping lead the Bison football team to 4 national championships as a member of their offensive line, Volson will join the reigning AFC champions. The Bengals selected Volson in the 4th round, making him the 136th overall pick. It was widely speculated that the Bengals would be looking for more protection for their star quarterback Joe Burrow. Burrow was sacked 70 times in the regular season and postseason, but they still made it to the Super Bowl and will look to see what they could do with a bolstered offensive line. Volson is well versed in every position up front. Even though he played tackle for most of his time at North Dakota State, he was announced as a guard when the Bengals picked him up. No matter what position he's playing, the Balfour, North Dakota native is the 2nd Bison offensive lineman drafted in as many years, following Dylan Radins in 2021.
With the 155th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Matt Waletzko, tackle, North Dakota.
Volson isn't the only Missouri Valley Football Conference lineman to hear his name called today. Matt Waletzko, a tackle with the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, was picked in the 5th round by the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys selected the tackle from Cold Spring, Minnesota with the 155th overall pick. This is one of the picks Dallas got from Cleveland in their trade for Amari Cooper. Waletzko, who measures in at 6'8" and 312 pounds, was a 2nd-team All-American tackle for UND last season and 1st-team All-Conference. He's the first North Dakota football player drafted since Chris Cooper back in 2006. The Minnesota Vikings made a ton of trades in the early rounds, giving them a pretty busy day today. The Vikings with 6 picks between the 4th and 7th rounds. In the 4th, Minnesota grabbed a Caleb Evans, a cornerback from Missouri. Evans is the 2nd corner selected by Minnesota in this year's draft as they continue to address the needs in their defensive backfield. They grabbed one from each side of the ball in the 5th round, first bringing in Azizi Atameu from their own backyard. Atameu was a defensive end for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. They added some depth at running back with North Carolina's Ty Chandler to close out the 5th, and it was all offense in the 6th round, bringing in Vidarian Lowe, an offensive tackle from Illinois, and Michigan State receiver Jalen Naylor. And rounding out the 2022 draft class from Minnesota is Nick Muse, a tight end out of South Carolina. And not even road trips could save our college spring sports teams from the weather today. The baseball and softball teams both seeing their contests canceled. The baseball team was set for another matchup with their series with South Dakota State after winning the 1st game. They'll now play a doubleheader down in Brookings on Sunday. And the softball team suffered the same fate. Their planned doubleheader in Grand Forks was called off due to weather. They'll try to play 2 games once again tomorrow against UND. Bison still hold 4th place in the Summit League softball standings. North Dakota looking to claw back from their 3-12 conference record.